Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Better Than Wilhelm World War One series, where we are back again as the Germans in well, you can't really tell, but we are just now on the cusp of the proper timeline for World War One, and we are setting up to take pretty much what we need to take here. We're going to be setting ourselves up for the absolute brilliance of, well, trying to take Bordeaux. And we're going to be also taking a couple of the French territories across the sea in hopes that we can properly discard some of these French cities and whittle them down a little bit more. The French Empire is on the verge of collapse, and we are here for it. We are all here for it. No, I did say in my previous video that some changes are going to be happening to this channel. And, well, frankly speaking, I told everybody that I am going to be making myself happy. And with that kind of process, I am actually in the process of changing a lot of myself. And hopefully, in the near future, I will be able to do a live stream for you and to show you what pretty much I have been trying to change. Now, I am obviously going to make it very, very clear that I'm still going to do the stuff that I normally do. I'm not going to do anything that's going to be too crazy or not very much gamer approved and all that kind of stuff. So, there is that. I am going to try and make more World of Warcraft videos here in the near future. Midnight is around the corner, but so is TBC Anniversary. Now, I haven't really done a lot of Anniversary in a while. Not since my Orc Hunter a year ago, really. Um, but I do have something in the making with that. A couple of my friends decided that they wanted to join in on that so that they can go through the TBC content together, and it is a couple, it is a husband and wife duo, which obviously makes things a little bit more, I don't know, exciting. I have tried for a while to get my friends in, and I am going to take what I can get. Now, I have been leveling over there a priest and a druid on the side, and I am going to probably be doing live streams very soon with that. So there will be World of Warcraft content coming back. Um, Alongside that, I'm actually going to try and think about, well, making Turtle WoW and Ascension videos again. I realized that a lot of people really liked my private server content, and honestly, World of Warcraft has been, well, Blizzard has been kind of relaxing off the throttle a little bit. At least enough so that I'm not seeing like private servers getting shut down left and right. So there is a possibility that I might be able to make that content safely again without fearing retaliation. That is a big thing that I'd like to press with that. So there is going to be those kinds of changes, and hopefully I can give you guys that kind of stuff again, because I know that my channel really peaks at least a little bit, more so with that than games like this, which is fair, absolutely. I do not blame people for not being interested in pretty much chess, is what I call it, because it pretty much is like chess. But, yeah. So, I will say that, I am hopeful that this new year can bring us at least a little bit more attention to us, and I'm hopeful that things can get on the up and up. And I am hopeful that we can at least start bringing a lot more attention to our wonderful little family that is in the making, because I genuinely hope that we can make some ground, which we haven't been able to make too much of. So I'm hopeful that we can do stuff, and I guess I can rally my wonderful community in the making to share my videos around to people who might enjoy these kinds of games, these kinds of videos, inspirational, inspire me to make more streams and such. I have thought about going back to Twitch because Twitch has been cleaning itself up, and honest to God, I've been waiting for it to do that. I've been waiting so patiently for them to get their act together, and it seems like they have, and all that fun stuff. So I am hopeful for the future. I am hopeful that they are definitely doing what they need to do to fix their damn issues, to make the platform hopefully less political. Because quite honestly, Rumble, I thought about Rumble, and I am going to try and do Rumble, but with how things are changing for me in my real life, I am trying to find the path of least resistance that comes to what I'm aiming for. And if you guys cannot pick up already, but I am training my voice to be a little lighter, to be a little bit more effeminate for everybody watching, so you can kind of grasp the hint of what is going on behind the scenes and all that wonderful stuff. So we are going to be doing. And we have taken Bordeaux, and we have taken the wine region. No more French wine, no more French champagne. It is now German, and it's going to be German. We are going to be making the world's classiest wine. We're going to try and get our ships around to Marseille, but I do not know how well that is going to go. But we're going to try. I'm going to move my artillery pieces to Paris because I definitely need them to commence the bombarding of that. And with that, I'm going to have to do this too. We're going to change a lot of things to the howitzer. We're going to get the upgraded howitzers in the next turn. Okay, well, if that's going to be the case, then I'm going to hold off. I do want Abyssia to freaking... Okay, what happened? Mexico just pushed me out of their territory, and I need to know what happened. Did they get a culture shift? Did they increase their culture? Let us see. I need to see. And I do see a little orange there. Huh. Well, oh well. I am hopeful that we can... Yep, there it is. The British forces have destroyed the Americans. It took them that long to take the Virgin Islands? That's pretty fucking bad. If you ask me, that's pretty bad. It took them that long. Yikes. Yikes. So we're almost advancing to the next age, which is cool. Cool. We still have 5 more to get through, but still getting there. We are still getting there. And we are going to be hopeful, so very hopeful that we're going to be taking a lot of the territory. International wine trade in Brisbane. Fantastic. Yes, they did. They had Monterey have a culture shift, which we need to fight back for because that is going to be a key thing. I don't want Mexico to get too many territories. Okay, we're gonna move our wounded in here, and we are going to move down to Marcel. We do have another Marine, which is good. Good news all around. Good news all around. Yes, yes. We're also going to be changing a lot of our production so that we can get things settled. Each turn does take quite a bit, doesn't it? Almost like 3 minutes, 4 minutes per turn, just to watch everything happen like this. Which is understandable. Okay, now we destroyed... Okay, city defense. It took that long for the city defense? I figured the city defense would have prevented me from hurting their units until it was destroyed. Interesting. Well, regardless, we have destroyed it, so we can have a better offense. Okay. I do not know how well this is going to go, but we'll find out. We are going to start changing a lot of this to the new howitzer batteries, which I believe is this one. Because they are better, I believe. They should be better. I hope they're better. Yes, 18 bombard instead. Okay. From 15 to 18, it doesn't seem a whole lot now, does it? But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Just that little bit does help tremendously. Luckily with these howitzers, we have stacked enough production so that they don't need to take a long time to finish. One turn, and that is best. Which is, I'd like to see them, the freaking roar. I do need them down to Marcel. Okay. We need to open up the Mediterranean by force, I believe. We need to get there. Luckily, we won't need to take Gibraltar to do it. We can just take Marcel, and we can go from there. 1, 2, 2. 2 workers, huh? Okay, 2 workers is better than none. We're going to have them try to complete the howitzer. And everything here can wake and move up to... Okay, maybe not right away. Oh boy. Well, they can't take those batteries. But still, I worry. We'll try to see what the Ascari can do. Akari could do, or Ascari. Okay, they did some damage. That's not that bad. I like that. I like to see them do some damage. Some damage is better than no damage, I'll be honest. Some damage is better than no damage, for sure. Veterin might be able to take French Polynesia. Maybe? Yes. Yes, we can. And I believe that kicks the French out of this region. I believe. I don't think there's any more French cities in this region. No, and I don't see... South Georgia Island, the British took that. Wow. I'm impressed. And now their colonial states is Indochina and the Algeria, Morocco, Madagascar, and what's left over here. So we have pretty much crippled the entire French Empire. Thank goodness, because this would have been a long game. It would have been a long game. We are going to hold back for a little while when it comes to trying to take out these colonies. I do see that Russian soldier, and I do not think he'll be able to take the city on his own. So maybe I can get away with getting rid of some of these troops. Maybe. A Brazilian light cavalry is very, very cursed. I'll be honest, that is so cursed. We have 2 core armies now in the region, which is fantastic. Very fantastic. That helps us quite a lot, if I'm honest. It helps us quite a lot. Oh, I was kind of hoping we could take that one out. Okay, never mind. We're gonna wake these 6 cavalry up, and I'm gonna have them mass charge, because I'm not gonna have to send them through steam transport. There is no French troops now. British Antilles, Danish Antilles, Virgin Islands. There is no French colonies in this region, not anymore. I believe the French used to own this, but I cannot say for sure. I would have figured they'd take this city by now, but apparently not. I wonder if they actually are, and they're just dying a lot. Um, hmm. Let's see. We don't really have anywhere they need to go. The Navy's going to be useless right here, so I think what we'll do is we'll send we'll send this Navy. We'll go to Madagascar, and we're going to start bombarding Madagascar. And see what kind of damage we can pull, what kind of things that we can do, what kind of mischief. What kind of mischief we can do. It would be great. It would be so wonderful to destroy everything. We need a lot of cultural stuff here. So we'll double down with that. We might be able to get away with trying to take the city. I'm not really positive if we will, but we'll try. And I know Algiers is probably gonna have a lot of troops stationed there, because that is the French Foreign HQ. French Foreign Legion's HQ, and that is going to be a pain in the ass to try and get rid of all of those units, which means I'm going to need a lot of bombardment. Ew. Ew. It's going to be a pain. But my main navy is up here, my secondary navy is here, and, well, my reserve fleet, I should say. And I have a lot of U-boats here, ready to harass things if the British end up having to fight me in some uncertain terms. For some reason, Chile is bombarding the crap out of that French city. How curious. The Boers are gonna try their luck, which, good on them, honestly. Wound the city. Wound the city, I'm not gonna care. Who is fighting from the north? That is so cute, unless that's the Ottomans trying. Okay, I got worried there for a second. Spain? Spain's gonna fight the French? No. I got a few more cities to take off of you. I'm not so eager to have peace with you yet. I still need Marcel, and I need Paris, and I need your French Indochinese territory to expand my Asian influence. Obviously. Obviously. How foolish do you take me for? I'm not ready for peace yet. And if you bring another nation into this war, I will thoroughly get rid of them. I'm always looking for new targets. If they can somehow get I don't know, the Russians on their side, I would be a little bit worried, but I won't be too dead set worried. Okay, they have another one of those, Chasia Alpine Unit. Yeah, they're pretty good because they're pre-placed at the very beginning. They cannot make these, but they are very, very strong. They can ignore, like, they'll traverse mountains and hills as if they're green tiles, like grassland tiles. It means nothing to them, and it is kind of worrisome. It is very worrisome. We do have a lot more artillery coming in, so we're gonna try and do as much damage as we can on this city. And hopefully we can take it in a few turns. And hopefully the Russians will have some poor luck. But also great luck, because we want them to actually destroy some of these units, but not all of them. So we're gonna move all that artillery into place. Moving them all into place. Whoever was attacking a city earlier did look like they destroyed one unit, or at least got one unit next to death. Which means that is one less unit I gotta worry about. So that is good. That is good. Come on, hit. They don't have a lot of units in the city. I just see that. I see this. Um, that is a lot of Russian units. And they're all going down to Vietnam. That much I do know. I don't like that they just planted a bunch of cavalry, Canadian mounted infantry. Which means I'm gonna wake all these up and I'm gonna conduct. Because I'm not gonna give them the chance. We'll move the Ascari. Oh, I was kind of hoping they would do at least something. At least damage-wise. I think there is a city defense still in there, but I don't know. So I'm hoping that they don't. I'm hopeful that they aren't, because that would be such a pain in the ass to burn through. So many units for nothing. Okay, let me go back down here. I might be able to do something else. Maybe do something else. I don't know. We'll see what we can do here. We do have one unit that has next to death. Okay. Awesome. Okay, cool. We've taken that city, and I see the British. So it was likely the British that were doing a lot of the damage. So that is a pain. That is a pain. Hmm. I'm not afraid of the British right now because we are in a joint battle together. So I might be able to move a division up there temporarily. I don't think a French unit is going to swoop in and take the city in that one turn, but I would be surprised. I have been surprised before. I have been, and I do not like it. It does look like the British have been here to cause a ruckus. So I'm hopeful that maybe we can do our part, maybe, and hopefully get some damage and be able to swipe it. I do not like that they decided to freaking put those troops there on this tile that I was trying to occupy. But, you know, whatever. Canadian Mounties. The Spanish is also in this war. They'll be able to... You know what? I might be able to work with this. If they can actually do it. The Spanish hadn't had to fight any wars, so it's just been building up its units. A lot of colonial units, too. Spain is very underrated. Let me tell you how Spain is so underrated. Spain is absolutely underrated. That is upsetting. Very upsetting. That is so super upsetting. That is another city the British has been taking off of me. Do not like it. Do not like it at all. And that pretty much crippled my navy here. I won't be able to use my navy. Hmm. I'll have to fight the British eventually, and I'm not looking forward to it. Not, hopefully not by myself. Hopefully not by myself. But I should be able to do a lot of damage to Marcel. Marcel. The Spanish has a lot of units because they haven't had to fight any battles, no wars, so they've just been racking up all their units. Yeah, it is a lot. Do not underestimate, sincerely do not underestimate, because let me tell you, the Spanish can hoard units like crazy, and they don't need to have artillery to take cities. They can just kind of, they can ass rush everything. And their colonial troops and their normal European troops are 1-to-1 in damage and defense. So it's not a big issue for them at all to just do anything. Best I'm going to be able to do is wound Marcel and just hope that they cannot formulate a proper defense. That is my only hope right now, is that they cannot amount to a big defense. Big offense, I mean. And them taking this city is such a pain in the ass. Because that cuts me off from this part here, so I can't send troops down here easily. So now, obviously, all of my troops are just isolated. Sigh. They took Casablanca back, which I'm not too hurt by. No, I'm not. But the French are on its last legs, so obviously we're getting to the nitty-gritty part, and things are gonna get very, very complicated when it comes to trying to take cities because of how many people are now in the war. So it's just gonna be a juggling match to get this settled. So, the best I'm gonna be able to do at the present moment is to just do with what I gotta do, right? We gotta do what we gotta do. That's interesting. Why did Algiers... Interesting. That is actually pretty interesting. Let me do something real quick. I know there's a lot more defenders in this city, but they've decided not to. Okay. It seems as if they've been bombarded a couple of times already. Either that or they've had a couple of units try to rush them. Okay, okay, situations are changing. Situation is changing. There's more to this. There is absolutely more to this. And I am going to seize on this. Because there is now blood in the water in Algiers. And I want. And I am getting cocky. I am getting very, very cocky right now. There is blood in the water, and I am getting very, very cocky. We're going to have these guys sit here, and we're just going to watch the situation. They need to do this. They need to, they have, all that kind of stuff, but I don't want them. I don't want them to have it. There's blood in the water, and and I crave, and I'm going to try. And now we're going to watch this huge ass rush. And by the time this turn ends, it'll be the end of the video, and we're going to see if Marseille becomes a Spanish city or will remain a French city until I can take it. Ooh. Oh, come on. Austria! Stop it! Stop it, Austria! God damn it. I hate Austria so much. Austria, stop making peace deals that I don't want. And it looks like Marcel held, which is great, which means that the Spanish is cautious in its advances, which is kind of weird because I'd never seen the AI become so conscious, to be so concerned. And there's one thing that I need to check. There is one thing that I do need to check with the Flamwaffen. Okay, so there's a French offensive against me, I guess. Somewhere. I need the French to take back their colony in Haipyeong. I do. I need them to take that back. Before we end the episode, I'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, and please, if you would like to share this around, we do need to get you know, a lot of people on board and all that kind of stuff, and I am hopeful that we can have a great time this year. And I did not say it in my New Year's video because I didn't make one. I thought about it, but I got sick, and I wanted to say that I'm hopeful that the year of the horse, it will charge us headlong into a grand future for this channel and all that kind of stuff. So if you would please subscribe, share this around, leave likes, let YouTube know that I'm kicking and I'm still alive, and I want to see if we can make it to 100 subs this year. We didn't last year, but I'm hopeful for this year. And until next time, my friends, peace out.